For more on the crypto markets this morning, his view on the Fed and just about everything. Joining us right now in an exclusive interview is Galaxy CEO Mike Novogratz. Good morning to you, Mike. We've got the Genius Act behind us. There's so many things going on now in the marketplace around crypto, around Bitcoin, around tokenizing things. We just talked to Dina Friedman about that. We got the Fed and everything else. So let's start, though. I want to start on the Bitcoin front, because I think that that's still the barometer of just where all of this goes. We're at about 118,000, 119,000 bucks. Where does it go from here, given everything that's already either baked into the cake or not, given this bill that's just been passed?
Listen, crypto, is on a heater, in old school parlance. So many things are going well for it. The main driver right now is this plethora of balance sheet companies, right? MicroStrategy lookalikes that are showing up, not just in Bitcoin, but in crypto across the board. ETFs were a pretty darn good way to get exposure. There are some cryptos where staking and DeFi and on-chain yield will enhance that total performance over time. And so it's the rage. And that's brought in at least $20 billion of new money just going. That's reignited retail fervor. The backdrop of all this, though, is a Fed who is being pressured daily almost by the administration to cut rates. And so we're in this very interesting standoff. Either Powell cuts rates and it gives a tailwind to the market, or he doesn't, and that pressure builds. And at time, he's going to be gone one way or the other. And it's been very clear that this administration wants to put in someone very dovish. I don't think Powell wants to cut rates.
Right.
I don't think he wants to be pressured. And listen, we have tariff pass-through just starting, and now it looks pretty clear that the baseline for tariffs isn't going to be 10%, but 15%. And so it's going to be a little bit more inflation pressure. We also have a lot of confidence that's come back after the big, beautiful bill got passed, right? So you got business confidence coming back. You've got the ability on CapEx to write everything off. So you're going to see some CapEx surge now that there's clarity. And in part of these trade deals, you've got a lot of FDI being promised. And so you could have a significant increase in GDP just from CapEx next year. So I think Powell led to his own would just stay put.
So you say stay put. You tell the president, stop. He's going to stop going after him. He's going to be at the Fed this afternoon.
This is going to be tension that's not going away. And I think that's why the inflation trades keep working, right? This president's got a dog, a bone between his teeth or whatever they.
But Mike, here's the thing. I could make an argument to you right now without having the name of the next Fed chairman that we already have a shadow Fed chair, that we know come May of 2026, there will be a different individual in that seat who is likely, very likely, highly likely to push for lower interest rates. Now, the question is, will that person unto themselves be able to do that? I think that's an open question. What do you think?
I think you're right. And I think that's why gold is breaking out to new highs. Silver is breaking out to new highs. Bitcoin is on a tear, right? The yield curve is steep. The inflation trades are working. They're going to continue to work. And guess what? We now have China joining the party with probably, in my career, the biggest effort they've ever had at reflation. They've actually now made it part of monetary policy to reflate, as stated policy. And so I just think you've got the two biggest economies, one who's going to pressure rates lower, even if they shouldn't go lower, and the other one who said we need to reflate. And so you want to stay long the inflation trades. What did the Citibank chairman way back? You want to dance till the music stops. The music is still playing on these inflation trades.
So if that's the case, what could Bitcoin go to? What do you think is reasonable? What's the upside and downside case at this moment?
Yeah, listen, we're in price discovery in a lot of these things. And so does 130, 150, 150 seems to me a decent target just when I kind of draw funny lines on my charts. We have seen sellers that have come in, right? And so it's not a one directional trade. There's have been some sellers that have come in and have slowed things down, but it feels like we're destined to go higher. as long as this narrative continues. If Trump changes his mind, and says, "Hey, we've done such good work, the economy doesn't need lower rates," that would change my thesis. But until that happens, I think we're headed towards 150.
What do you make of some of the other coins? So Ether, we just had somebody on this week putting together the equivalent of an Ether micro strategy of sorts in terms of a leveraged bet that other people are going to be able to buy into. Also, everything's getting tokenized. We've talked about stable coins. Right now, if you could buy Ether or Bitcoin, which do you buy?
I own both. Listen, Ether's caught up a lot. It feels like if ETH takes out 4,000, it goes into price discovery. And so we feel kind of destined to at least knock on the 4,000 ceiling a few times. The narrative of Ether is really powerful, and the market was really short. And now we have not just, one, we have two major ETH treasury companies and another one coming, and they're raising capital every day and buying Ether. And so there's not a lot of supply of ETH. And so I think ETH probably has a chance to outperform Bitcoin in the next 3 to 6 months.